Hello and welcome along and welcome back to Marwell Manor Farm. Today our main thing that we're going to be doing and concentrating on is this. It's field 19, the west side of field 19, and we have all of this stuff that needs, all of this hay that needs baling. And what we're going to do is we're actually not going to bale it ourselves. We're going to get courseplay to do the baling. So field 19 west windrower, which is what we were using the windrower for last time here, and we're going to get it to we're going to get the baler to go through and bale the field, which amazingly it works with the round baler, and then we're just gonna continue and go behind it with the Manitou and pick up the bales and put them straight into the barn behind us, which should work brilliantly. So let's get this going here. There we go. It's dropped it straight down, so it's going to get the first bit, but that's off and running. Absolutely perfect. So we're heading over to the Manitou here, and the reason we are heading over to the Manitou is because the other thing we need to get done today is our T6 that we need to send back up to lower field 18 with a full thing of with a full tank of fertilizer this time, because field lower 18 needs fertilizing, so we've got that to do as well. And we still have over on field 15, there we go, we're full. Over on field 15 we have our seeder still going, so that is currently putting canola in there. At some point our oats are going to sprout to the next stage. So when that happens, what we're going to be doing is getting the whole thing to be sprayed. So we're going to have to do herbicide and fertilizer on that as well with this, probably with this tractor. So yeah, it's kind of all going on again, but we have a very singular, very simple job to do ourselves today. So field 18 lower spraying, there we go. So basically the same course as last time, because it's the same implement with a different thing inside it. A little bit of deja vu here. First waypoint, right course, and away that goes. So that's fantastic. That is doing that job. This we need to get started as well. So yeah, you go on. Hopefully you won't miss a bit. No, I know you did. You missed a little bit, didn't you? So we'll have to come and clear that up later. But that's all good. We've got 2 bales out here at the moment, so let's get our Manitou. So we're going to take this tank. We're going to get this up to the field. Whoa. And drop this off for when our sprayer is empty. What I want to do is I just want to drive to the edge of the field. Whoa! Ah, that is why that bumpy road is such a problem. Right, we should be able to get this back on. There we go. There we are. That's back on. So we're just going to put this by the edge of the field. It'll get used up completely doing this field. So that's good. So we'll leave this here. And then we want to go and get our forks off our Manitou and head back down to go and start collecting bales. And the baler is going to be releasing bales at a rate that we should easily be able to get stuff picked up with. So I need to work out exactly where I've left my forks, because I'm not 100% sure at this point. Lots of stuff hanging around here. So that is the combi plough. That's that. I can't tab to. There it is. Bale fork is over by the bales, rather appropriately. So we'll leave this here because we're going to have to unload our bale trailer at some point. Fortunately, we're not using our bale trailer today. We're not. There's no point for that middleman. The field is so close that we might as well just pick our bales up off of the field and put them straight in the barn. Or straight in our shed. This isn't really much of a barn. And we're going to stack them in this second section here so they're easy to get at, so that we're not in the way of our our straw bales with our hay bales. And yeah, I'm not expecting, this is not as big a field as Field 5 was. So I'm not expecting such a big amount. Or such a large amount of time for this field. And we do have a little bit of rolling going on. But then it seems that that's one advantage of having the swaths around the edge, by the looks of things. That has, in this case, stopped this bale rolling any further. And meant that we can just pick it up here. So let's grab that one. And so this is what we basically need to do. What our basic job is today is to go around this field and get these bales stacked up and picked up. We'll be going, as I said, we'll be going around the field a lot quicker than the tractor will be. And as I said, as we get into the harvest, as we're getting near it now. As we get into the harvest, what we'll be doing is getting our animals and doing that. So I think it's going to be the horses first. I think we're going to find we're going to sort of use a set aside area down here for the horses. Maybe there's some nice small paddocks about. I don't think we can really have more than 4 horses. We're gonna have to dedicate a little bit of time to doing some riding on the horses, because I don't plan actually to use the horse helper mod. I kind of want to try and do it myself. Trouble is, as you know, that then requires, for every horse, that requires 10 minutes of riding per game day, and I think that's 10 actual minutes rather than 10 in-game minutes. Otherwise, you could jump on a horse and set the timer to go faster, and then yeah, then it'd just be gone and done. And it is producing bales at quite a good rate, actually. It's an impressive rate. And we are most definitely not keeping up with it at the moment. But we did let it get a bit of a head start, in all fairness. I'm loving... So FS15... sorry, FS17. I didn't really use any of the telehandlers. I used the... certainly not for bale stacking, really. I definitely didn't use... pretty much the only one I used was the JCB from the Classics pack. This is a breeze. This is so much easier than using the front loader. I'm finding it a lot more intuitive. I'm finding I'm able to line things up a lot better, and yeah, just generally finding this to be an easier experience with this. Now, why went that? Ah, there it is. It's a little bit forward. Let's see if we can push that back. There we go. Because we want to get these to the back. Now, the advantage of where we're stacking these, of course, is we're able to go with another row of 2 on top. So it works really well like that. I'm impressed with the speed with which our baler is going at, and how efficient the whole thing is. This is a really, really efficient baling setup, and I'm loving it. I'm loving how easy this is making baling. I need to... the trouble when I'm harvesting, when I'm getting straw, is that I like to harvest myself, so I don't tend to set courseplay on it. Setting courseplay on the windrower here has allowed us to then bale it with courseplay afterwards. I would have to courseplay record my my combine, what my combine did. And then the way I cut is very different to the way you would then bale. You know, you'd bale sort of east-west or north-south, and but you wouldn't cut that way. You open the field up and you make it wider each time. So it's quite a different process. Now, I'm going to extend my boom here because I don't want to hit. Yeah, I'm going to have to extend it further. There we go. Whoa. There we go. Come on. Oh. Don't want that to lift. I'm in danger of knocking the whole stack at the moment. No, forwards, please. There we go. Right, there we are. That should do it. Yeah, there we go. I might try and push those back ones on a little bit. It's not perfect, not by any shot, but they are in there. They are stacked. Yeah, that's the tough one when you're trying to get when you've got that bit in the way. It makes it quite difficult. I think this is going to be one of those videos with not a lot of cuts. What I think we might do though is maybe time lapse the middle of this. If we're getting towards the end and we still have a fair amount to do, I might give it a quick time lapse and do that. We'll see how we go. I mean, we're over, so we're about halfway through the length of a normal episode, to be honest, and the baler is about halfway through the field. So I'm not actually concerned on time that much. This may be one of those rare straight up videos that just has the whole thing in it with minimal cuts. The kind of thing I do really with the first looks. Of course, it has no less time in me talking because I'm just chatting away the whole way. I'm gonna give some thoughts on Marwell while I'm doing this because it's, you know, I'm loving this map. It is going really well. It is, as I said on many occasions before, I feel this is one of the most, if not the most realistic map I've ever played. I think I may eventually one day return and have a go with the realism experiment on it. Although, to be perfectly honest, a series with the realism experiment would probably be a bit similar to what we're doing now. Other than the fact, of course, we would have a lot less money to start with. It would be a lot harder thing, and it would be seasons as well. So yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things. I don't know what other maps are going to come out for FS19, of course, over the period of time. Because Colborough we returned to at the end of FS17 because there weren't any maps I felt that I wanted to do the realism experiment on other than that at the time. So yeah, it's a tough one. This is certainly one of the best. At this point, is one of the best farm sim maps I've ever played. And while I had my initial reservations about it, most of those are cleared up now. I do like the fact that I can remove the farm. I know that there's a lot of people who have questioned who would, you know, who wants to play like that, who wants to remove the farm, who thinks they can do a better job than the map maker. And while I'm not saying I think I can do a better job than the map maker, what I am saying is that I like the idea that I can put my own stamp on this. And I'm hoping as FS19 continues and goes on, that map makers are going to give this option of being able to either have the farm that they design or putting your own stamp on it. And I think that is one of the things that I am loving about this map, is the fact that I very much feel at the moment that I'm putting my own stamp on it. That I'm going, right, this is a fantastic map, but I want to play it this way. I want to have my yard configured this way. And the only thing that actually, that apart from a lack of money in game at the moment, the only thing that's really stopping me really going for it on the yard on here is the fact that I've not really discovered any great British buildings, great British placeable buildings. There are some on places like FS UK. There's some For example, for FS17, there's a whole load of buildings for map makers. And I'm kind of looking at those and going, I think I might have a go and create a set of placeables from those. Obviously wouldn't be able to release them, but as something for me to use on British maps, something for me to be able to use doing this kind of thing, I think that would be, they would be really, really useful. And just things like that. I'm thinking that I need, and in general, we need a good set of placeables. Because I think that they would, you know, there is a thing for it. There are players like me, I think, who would very much like to play in that style and do it that way. We've stacked a whole load of bales on here so far. Wow. How many is that? That's 3 rows of 4, so that's 12 bales we've got so far. This is going to be a good haul. This is going to be a good number of bales for us, for our for both our cows and our horses. I'm going to go at the top of the field because we've been neglecting the top of the field a little bit. But yeah, we are going to get all of this done now. I'm pleased. Let us know in the comments what do you think to this with sort of no real cuts in this video. I don't think. I think we are very much going to be doing this all video, and I'm just sort of me chatting away kind of thing, and doing a load of bale stacking, which I know people do tend to like it, or do tend to like bale stacking stuff. Last time I did a load of bale stacking, I got some good compliments. So hopefully this video does go down well, as we do a bit of bale chasing. Right, there we are. And I am impressed with how well the baler is working with courseplay. It's just that is just an absolute revelation to do a job like this, because we don't have this whole thing of going through and doing all the baling and then having to chase the bales up afterwards. We can just concentrate on the bale stacking, the bit that we can't get the hired workers to, and that to me is absolutely fantastic. Right, so carefully in here, because again I don't want to damage either stack. No. There we go. Don't think that is that far forward, so let's just... There we are. Whoa, no, that's got both bales. There we are. Good, that's in there. So, I think we're going to get a really decent number of bales off here. Let's go external and have a look. Wow, he is motoring across this field. We got to get our move on. We are... There are so many bales on this field. I had not realised he got so prolific and got so far ahead of us. Let's see if we can speed... Well, enough of me rambling, and let's see if I can speed myself up a little bit. The trouble is that when you start to rush, that's when you start to make mistakes. But we've cleared off a huge amount. We're well over halfway of the bales off. It is just, yeah, that baler is moving really, really fast. There we go. And get those stacked. And in here. This is probably one of those videos that would also make a good time lapse, but wouldn't be long enough if I did that. So yeah, I know I've talked about a time lapse a couple of times on here. He must release like 3 bales to every 2 I'm picking up. Because yeah, he is going great guns. There we are. That's that got. I am actually loving this bale spike for picking these up as well. I never considered that that this Manitou bale spike would be this good at doing this job. It just it just is an absolute breeze, and I can only think that it's because the bale handling and the bale setup in FS19 is so much better than FS17. Because yeah, I would have been worried about doing this quickly in FS17. It is. Whoop. No, come on. There we go. Lift that up. There we are. That's got those in there. So the blue power, it needs to be refilled. So we'll go and do that quickly. The nice thing about this is, as I said, we've got this set up. So what I'm going to try and do this time is maybe set it going again from current waypoint, because it's going to be hard enough for us to work out where it should be. And if we can get this up here and refill. Now this is 36%. Yeah, absolutely perfect. Back into the crop, and we'll go in the general direction of where it is, which was over here somewhere. Actually, we can look on the map, not that map, on this map, just to make a quick change. There we go. Right, so round about here-ish, drive course, and he's going to get into position now. Fantastic. And oh wow, we must have not set this. Why is that doing that? We must have not set this up with islands. So what I'm going to do is redo this course. Hopefully with some islands in it. I think this has 3 headlands looking at this. Let's have a quick look. Let's load that course again. 15 seeding. Let's bring that on. And it has 3 headlands. Okay. So clear that. Field 15. Current position. 3 headlands, main body of the field first, coming back round to here. Oh, no. Clear it. 15. Simple. There we go. Check that we have islands. Yes, we do. Then this should go back onto course. Yeah, will do. Fantastic. So, we'll start it off at about this point. And this should go round the telegraph poles now. Don't need that on anymore. And drive course. So we'll just check this goes round. Yeah, there we go. So we want to clear the previous one. Okay, save F15 seeding islands. There we go. So that will save that for future, and then we can delete the other one. So back to our field, back to field 19, and where's our... Oh, looks like our baler is now heading round the headlands. We have quite a few bales left here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to time lapse sort of the last section of this. We'll see how good I am at doing this from a third person position. because obviously I prefer to do it from inside. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna get this done, done and dusted. We'll get the rest of these bales done. Because, yeah, as we can see just from me doing that, my third person is not very good. We don't have that many left. So, yeah, I'm just going to keep on going. Our baler is coming to the end of the field now. We have quite a few bales left on here, but we do have an impressive number. We definitely have enough to get our horses and cows going. I'm really pleased with how we're doing. Yeah, there we go. 7740 has reached the end point. I'm actually going to start the speed going at 5 times again because we've finished spraying in field 18 now. So we're back on track again, and we can stop worrying about us not being able to make it in time. There's a good number of bales left on this field. How many have we created this time? We can have a look at that in a moment. Because I'm intrigued as to how many I still need to get stacked. But I will probably get this finished off camera because it is a fairly big job. So let's see if I can count better this time than I did last time. So we've got 4 by 3. 4 by 3, of course, being 12, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30 bales in here. And this time we have created, here's our stats, 58 bales. Wow. So that's really good. That's absolutely fantastic. Does mean we have well, we have about half the bales still left on the field. So, yeah, I think the best thing at this point is for me to call it an end to the video here. Yeah, I think this is where we will end it for today. I will get the rest of these done. There are quite a few here, so that's going to take me a little bit of time. All that remains, though, is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos and live streams from FendtFarmer, please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.